the Jaylen Brown saga, in which over recent days and weeks it has looked inevitable that he will be traded, and it has culminated in his trade to the Philadelphia 76ers in exchange for 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and Paul George. And moving over, the just why would you want to trade a player of his caliber? Because this situation was beyond repair for Jaylen Brown in Boston. He just didn't see eye to eye anymore. He was done being there. And I understand that loses you a lot of leverage, right? But this trade package sucks for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, at worst, is a top 15 player in the NBA. And in exchange for his services, you get 2 first-round picks, which, when you're a team like Boston who is actively trying to compete and win rings, that means nothing to you. 2 second-round picks, even less so. And the player who you basically pseudo one-for-one traded him for, and Paul George, is 36 years old, is not as good as Jaylen Brown, and will only get worse from here on out, and is kind of a joke. And that's what you got in return for your Finals MVP. Looking at Boston's lineup, not much is going to change. They're just going to put, I guess, Paul George at the 3. That fits pretty well. I think that he's not as good as Jaylen Brown at anything relating to the game of basketball at this point. Boston is still a pseudo contender as long as they, fix their issues, which they have for the most part. So that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And for Philadelphia, congratulations. This is the best team that you have put together, period. In the entire process era. This team should win a championship. Because your starting lineup right now, this sounds crazy. This is like a 2K team. Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Dean Wade, and Joel Embiid / Andre Drummond. That is such a good lineup. This team could win a championship, should win a championship, and at the very least, my prediction, will make it to the conference finals, as this is such a good team. Looking at it, holy cow, this team is good. Jaylen Brown fits in perfectly. He's basically the same player as Paul George, just likes to do a little bit more of the on-ball stuff, but he's better at it than if Paul George was to attempt it. So, absolute A+ for the 76ers and D for the Celtics.